we're having avocado corner in it.
No, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, get it out of there. Are you recording? Do I look okay?
We're recording.
In the light?
Okay.
I have Taco Bell in my teeth.
Welcome to the Cloud Society podcast, episode number 5.
Number 5.
5 do-over. 5.
Yeah, so here's a great story. We filmed a podcast.
And like almost an entire one.
Almost,
We were
well,
so
at least
close to
30
being-
minutes of one.
No, it was a long time before we realized what happened.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We filmed
Ouch.
almost a whole podcast like 2.5 weeks ago. Almost 3 weeks ago. Right? Because it was Fogust 10th.
It was Fogust 10th.
And now it's Fogust 29th.
It was cold that night. It's cold tonight.
It's cold. And we got
Oh my gosh.
3/4 of the way through it. And I was like, wait, it's recording now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Why does it not say recording? And it turns out that it had just turned off.
Well, here's the thing. So I got this new camera that we've been so proud of for so long.
And yet,
Because of some weird law in the United States with Sony cameras can only record for a half hour at a time, half-hour video. And we didn't know that. So you
we're
can
lawyers.
hack it.
You think we would know that?
Well, it's not quite our specialty.
No.
So you can hack it, but I haven't even had time to make my husband do that.
Oh, I didn't start the timer.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
So do it for like 25 minutes. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. So now we're going to start a timer. We have to do like segments because what the heck? I don't know.
So anyway.
And it has something to do with Europe too. Blame Europe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Unless you're from there.
Anyway, we
had
had a great podcast.
It was
And
really good.
We watched it and we're like, we're hysterical.
like laughing out loud.
Yeah, but it stopped.
So we're going to do it again.
Okay.
We're going to be even more hysterical this
So
time.
take 2.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cloud Society. I'm Anna.
I'm Kimberly.
We're lawyers and we're knitters in San Francisco.
Sorry. I just ate a lot of Taco Bell.
We had Taco Bell for dinner,
And I might...
the land of like most delicious food in the world, and we ate Taco Bell.
Because Taco Bell is all... It loves everyone.
It does.
It doesn't matter if you're a vegetarian or vegan or gluten-free.
Yeah.
Or...
Kind of cares.
Or
well,
just
no. Yeah.
obese. You could like...
Or skinny.
or skinny. 'Cause
Or-
you could eat the lettuce. Or what else? Like everything. Look, there's cat. There's Bonkers. That's your husband.
Where's my husband?
He just went up the
Oh,
stairs.
I love you, husband.
Bonkers is my cat. He's my fatter cat who, if he ate food, would only eat Taco Bell, I'm pretty sure. And he doesn't
That's why
like
we're
anyone.
married.
He gets so shy. And the first time Anna ever came over, he was so friendly to her. And every time she comes over, except last time when I kind of freaked him out a little bit, maybe he was like, no, this is not the right time to podcast. Maybe he was trying to say something.
He was telling us something.
And he loves her. And even today, they've been like making out all day.
True. I love you, Bonkers.
So it's been a hot minute since we've been on the podcast.
know. We were so good for a second. We were like organized and anyway, but we have a ton of stuff to talk about tonight.
A ton of knitting.
A ton of knitting, a ton of ketchup. We'll try and like minimize the ketchup
Yeah.
because
Biggest ketchup, you want to just like throw that in real quick?
I went to Ireland.
The land of wool and sheepies.
Dude, I saw so many sheep. I took so many sheep selfies. And my friend who I was traveling with,
Shelfies.
some
Schmeebies.
selfies.
Schmeebies.
My friend was like, what's your deal?
Who's not a knitter.
She's not a knitter. I love her so much. She's a friend of mine from law school. We haven't seen each other since we graduated. And we were like, let's just go on a girls' trip. So we went to Europe and it was amazing. But she was
Pretty
why do you care about this so much? And I was like, oh, that's the mom. Anyway, it was so fun. And I posted some pictures on our Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram. We're at Cloud Society Podcast. Posted some pictures. Tried not to post too much because I want to, show off some of like my yarn, and didn't really show off some of my finished shiz. Anyway.
Finishes. Is that the name of the segment?
I don't know. So, okay, first things first.
Oh, our beverage.
What are we drinking out of this glass?
Don't know. Where's that bottle?
I know.
Yeah, you know.
I will ask and answer. We're drinking Templeton. There are so many things on here.
This
that
is
could
the
be
name of the place.
Okay. We're drinking Tin City. Oh, my face is in the way. and
Fogust.
this delicious mandarina hops. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, that's my face. Anyway, we might have had another one of these
That was
dinner.
Sorry about the poop.
It's cool.
But not this one. We had one that was co-fermented with Chardonnay.
What?
Which I don't know exactly what that means. If they like ferment, I don't know what that means.
I don't
But this one
understand.
is dry hopped with mandarina hops and citrus. Oh, and citrus rind. That's that really bitter.
So good. Anyway, so we were feeling really giggly after our first glass, and now we're on our second glass. So
Yes.
this podcast might be 4 hours long.
Our first third of a bottle, and then we decided, or no, my husband just started pouring an entire other bottle into 2 glasses. So that's what we're working on now. But this is a really cool winery, kind of winemakers who decided to make cider out of Paso Robles, California, and it is. You can go there. I recommend going there if you're even remotely in the area. Take a trip. It's a really cool outdoor space. Lots of pets outside.
So great.
Yeah. So that's what we're beveraging.
Okay.
Want to get into some knitting? Or no?
Yeah, well, we already said our welcomes.
Yep.
Said where you can find us on Instagram. You can also find us on
We're not in
Ravelry.
Focus.
Why not?
I don't know.
What's in focus?
Okay.
All right, we're not fuzzy anymore.
Maybe.
Guys, we're the worst technical podcasters in the world. I think we should move exclusively to radio so that we don't have to worry about this medium anymore. Okay, so what I was saying before I went fuzzy on the screen is that a couple episodes ago we had some negative feedback and I was sad, and then I sang a song about haters gonna hate, and I said, I hope if you are with us you'll stick around, and you did, and you guys were so nice, and the supportive feedback that we got was super encouraging and
Yep.
just made our day. So if you're here,
Made our
thank
lots
you
of
for-
days.
yeah, lots of days. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
If you are a new viewer, thanks for checking us out. If you're
We've gotten so many new viewers in the last few weeks when we haven't been making podcasts.
Really?
And it's like, yeah, like I keep getting these emails like, you have a new subscriber. And I'm like, oh, well.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you're a returning viewer,
Thanks for sticking.
you're the real MVP. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. And we like doing this so much, and we like, interacting with people so much, especially about knitting. And it's just great. So thanks for being here.
Thanks.
It's the best. Okay.
Speaking of knitting,
Speaking of knitting, we have, what are we talking about today? We have some show and tell.
we have some show and tell. Thank you to Lap Librarian.
Thanks, Lap
for that cool
Librarian.
name. We're going to use it.
Uh-huh. We have some works in progress.
We have some other neat new stuff that we got.
Oh my God, I
And,
bought so much yarn, you guys.
We have a little knit along idea and a little giveaway idea.
What? Because we hit over, how many subscribers are we at?
I don't know.
I
I
We're
could
at-
just check.
Oh, we're well over 200.
Yeah, over
subscribers.
250, I would think, by now.
What?
That's not, it's loading.
Great. Anyway, so because we hit over 200 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway. So we will...
Am I not signed in? I'm not signed in.
Oh.
Oh, well. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter.
Crazy.
What's our name?
The Cloud Society.
Podcast Society. I type Podcast Society every single time.
We're the Podcast Society.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure some of you have
You're so
typed in
funny.
Cloud Society into YouTube before, thinking like, oh, I remember their name, but I haven't subscribed yet, which shame on you. Subscribe.
Ding. Done.
271. We are the only not weed related
true.
Cloud Society
It's true.
anything anywhere. Hey, let's do a little refresher about what our name means. Because we got lots of new, we've got
That's
hundreds more people than we
true.
had before.
That's so true. So we're at 271 subscribers. Okay, so there's this little show. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Maybe you have.
It's
Maybe
called
you haven't.
The Golden Girls.
I almost said the Grocery Girls.
I mean, they're really great too.
Yeah, they're like even bigger than the Golden
I
Girls
know at
now.
this point, right? But the Golden Girls are the best. They're just the best. B. Arthur, I want to be her best friend forever. Anyway, there's an episode of the Golden Girls where the girls come home and Sophia is knitting.
Oh, it's on this red blob thing.
Thingy.
Do you want to act it out?
No.
Okay.
And they ask her what she's knitting or what she's knitting for.
Yeah, what are you knitting? Yeah. She's
And she said, I'm knitting a sherry cover.
and like,
And they're like, what, a sherry cover? And she's like, yeah, it's the Cloud Society. We go down to the park and knock a few sherries back and talk about what we think the clouds look like. So it's a little
So
mad.
if that's not us, I don't know.
I don't know what is.
I mean,
Although I have to be honest, when was the last time I had sherry?
there's a sherry bar in San Francisco. Okay, so
We should probably go.
we should, and maybe do a little blip there. Because also sherry to me sounded like, that's
It's like what you cook with.
Yeah, and
But also, whatever, it's the 80s. You can do whatever the hell you
yeah,
want.
and that's what he drinks on Frasier, right?
I have no idea. I never watched that show.
Hey, Dan,
What?
does Frasier drink sherry?
Yes.
Yeah. So we were always really curious for a long time. That's the Peanuts adult that lives upstairs. He mumbles down my answers. I don't know if you can understand him, but I can. So he drinks it. So we were really curious, like, okay, it must be kind of good. And if we've ever had it before, it must have been like not
But
that
that's
great.
like the most pretentious show in the world.
I love it.
Frasier.
It's not pretentious.
It's
So
Kelsey.
smart.
It's really smart.
Okay, well, to be fair, I haven't watched it in a million years.
No, you might want to watch it. Maybe. I don't know. Leave your comments below how you give us your very strong opinions
About
about
Frasier.
Frasier, because someone's got some. So we were curious, like maybe sherry's different than its reputation. So we found this sherry bar in San Francisco, and we took my friend from law school, and we all went there, and we got tapas and sherry. And it was really good, and it was a really good learning experience. We got like 4 or 5 different kinds in this like taster of these little tiny like glasses that are like this big around and long.
The
They're like
restaurant's called G10, by the way.
what?
G10.
G10,
G10.
G10,
Like French, G10.
G10,
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je
No,
t'aime.
Not G10.
That means I love you.
No. Yeah, why don't we put it on the screen?
We'll put it on the screen.
The screen. That's what it sounds like you said. Wah, wah, wah.
Thanks, Mister.
Okay, so I'm just remembering back to episode like 2 or 3 where I was getting like a massive migraine and it was the end of the day and we were so tired and I was like knitting and I'm like, what's the point? Like I'm so tired.
Of an episode?
Yeah.
We were like this on the episode.
Kinda. I felt like I was. And now I'm like the giggliest human that ever existed.
Like, who are these people?
I know, right? Why are you so happy? Ugh.
Because we're the Cloud Society. So that's what it means. Oh, so yeah. So sherry. We've never had it, but maybe we should have it.
Well, maybe on our next episode we'll have it.
That's a really good idea.
Okay,
You're so smart.
let's talk about knitting.
Let's talk about knitting.
Oh,
Oh, did we mention, we're doing this in segments? How many minutes have we got left in our first segment?
11, 10.
Excuse me.
All right, so what's first?
Okay, let me, okay. I did like
Are we
kind of-
doing show and tells?
Yeah. Okay. I did this like really awkwardly last time, but you didn't see that, so.
But please let us
Anyways.
recreate the awkwardness.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. So, on the last episode, I talked about these socks that I knit, and then a moth attacked me, and I left them outside. Well, my mom mailed them to me, so now I have them.
Thanks,
I'm
Mom.
like really yeah, thanks, Mom. I'm really nervous about making it focus on the sock, and then my face is gonna be
It's okay.
blurry after forever.
No, you gotta like hold it up.
I
Make
am,
it
aren't
mean
I?
it. No.
Your
can't
face. I can see it. It's good.
There, look at that.
These are the summer Lovin socks. I
Your
don't
face
remember
is in the way.
I know. Well, they already got a good look. They're done.
Okay.
Summer Lovin socks in a candy skein yarn called Gravy.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, I like them.
Look at that thingy. Look
I
at this.
think I've been knitting a lot of socks lately that I would love to keep for myself, but for some reason I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to give these as a Christmas gift.
I have feet. Just FYI.
Not if I have to cut you. Cut your feet off first.
Why would you cut my feet
I don't know. I was going to cut you earlier, and I don't remember why.
Because I'm going to steal your sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Which we'll talk about. I need to look at the camera.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. So those are those socks. Now you can see them in real life, and they're beautiful. And I recommend the
Oh,
pattern.
they're so
It's
pretty.
free.
It's super cute.
You know, I like a patterned sock every once in a while.
It's good to
Yep.
keep it real.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, that was our first 30-minute segment. Now you have some things to talk about.
I do. All right. Well, here, let me give you all this back. Okay. And put a bunch of stuff in my lap. Okay. So, in episode 0, which was like a fake episode where we were on the roof at midnight, and we were like, we're going to do a podcast.
There may have also been some cider involved that night.
Maybe. Yeah. We talked about our pile of shame a little bit, and I mentioned that one of the things that was in my pile of shame that I started in 2012, maybe, was a pair of leg warmers. And I started knitting them when I was pregnant with my child. She's 4 now, if that tells you anything. Because I was wearing leggings all the time, and I was like, I just want some leg warmers, because literally what else am I going to wear? Nothing, because I'm sitting at home all the time. So I found this great little pattern on Pearl Soho, and I knit them, and I knit like 1 1/4, and then I just gave up because I hated life. I was not a happy pregnant person, basically.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. The time has passed. So they sat forever. But guess what? This podcast inspired me, and
Well done. Can I put
There's
them on?
2. Yeah, put them on. I have completed leg warmers. And
Look, it looks like I'm really wearing a sweater under my shirt.
Ooh, cute. I mean, it's a super cute. Where's your face? There. Super cute spiral rib pattern. Really easy. I do not remember what this yarn is. Somebody's having a fight outside. I don't remember what the yarn is, but I bought it at Imagine It San Francisco. It was my first San Francisco yarn store purchase when I moved here. And the people there were just so, I mean, I remember like waddling in, and I was like, I need yarn. And they were so great.
I think I've said this before, but I was like, oh, I want a whole sweater of this. Now for sure I want a whole sweater in this.
Look at that.
With way too long sleeves, like, and roll it back.
So cute. But I can't remember what it is. I wish I could remember. But I know that it has like cashmere in it, because I remember when I bought it, I was like,
oh, never mind, can't afford that.
Yeah, I was like, this is a little bougie.
I can afford one skein for leg warmers, but maybe not.
Yeah. No, I bought 2. I bought 2 skeins.
Oh, you fancy.
I know.
Oh my God.
All right, I quit this podcast.
Dan,
What?
it just died.
Why is that?
I don't know. But thank goodness we heard it.
I quit.
Every time we do
can't.
this, you want to just do it on your phone?
Prescription lenses, and they have a great free home try-on program. So here's the deal: you go on to the Warby Parker website,
You're recording
and they have
again?
all these styles.
No, wait. What do you mean we're recording again?
To you.
What do you mean?
I need the remote on.
Oh.
I have to be. Wait, make it stop. Make it stop. I have to control it from here. Clap.
All right.
Oh, you can't do it that way.
You will. Okay.
Okay, we're back. We're back. Sorry, overheated. We were recording in 4K and we didn't realize. It's totally my fault.
Guys, we're going to get this right sometime.
Just not this time.
Not last time.
But you didn't. If you were here for perfection, you would be in the wrong place.
Bye, Dan. You wouldn't be watching our podcast.
But he saved us. He's the one who realized it was in 4K.
Thanks, Dan.
And then we literally put the camera on the fridge for a while, and it's now sitting on some rice from the freezer. So,
By the way, why do you put rice in the freezer?
keeps it fresh. I don't know. Someone told me
It's
to.
rice.
Yeah, but not really. Like out in the wilds, it can take in moisture and flavors and things. I don't know. It's just something I've always done. I also keep my popcorn in the fridge. That also supposedly makes your popcorns more poppy later than if you left them out. Like they won't be as robust if you leave them on your counter.
Okay.
Keep your popcorn in your fridge, people.
We're going to get through this.
So these are the things you made, which we mostly recorded, and I think you said enough. Do you want to say anything else?
They're leg warmers, and they're out of my pile of shame.
They're
forever.
also Handmaid's Tale.
or
Handmaid's Tale.
or bear steers.
Oh, yeah. Aren't you so thankful we don't have to do that? I mean, that looks
What if I had to
friggin'
wear
nuts.
this every time I went to court? Your Honor,
This looks better than most.
very serious facts to present to you today.
This looks. I would feel way more confident in
Wearing
this
a leg warmer
than
on
in a
your head?
friggin' white rodent on the top of my head, like those poor women have to wear.
And men, they have to wear
No,
them
but
too.
women look freaking ridiculous. If you're a man, you
They're
can
all-
tuck up your hair and maybe look like it's your real hair, but women have to wear their
Does
hair
this look like my real hair?
with a fake wig on top.
Not really.
No.
There's nothing I can do about this. Guys. This is what happens
Next.
when you have cider with your taco.
Pile of shame. Keeping the theme. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're wearing my thing. I finished my boxy sweater in my cheapo acrylic yarn.
It's so
wool-like
cozy. Wait, I'm taking
from
this off,
Michaels.
sorry.
It's the Michaels brand. And you loved it so much a few episodes ago that you went and bought your own.
I did.
And now you're wearing it. How do you feel?
I feel awesome. I can't wait to have my own. I kind of want to steal yours.
Be like, down there she is, Miss America.
Basically, we fast forwarded through the whole podcast right now.
Yeah, we only have 5 minutes of content, so
All right,
that's my boxy.
This is the boxy, and I love it. Look, it has these great details.
You're talking about this like you think it's yours, girl. And
It
it's
is. I'm
not.
taking it home tonight.
My cuff stuff. What do you call that on the bottom? Cuff. It's
Your
not a cuff.
ribbing?
What is that? Yeah, but on a sweater you didn't knit. What's it called? Anyways, that stuff curls up like in
A little bit.
Most parts around the thing, and I couldn't fix it. I blocked it, but it's acrylic, so you can't really block it. I could kill the acrylic by steaming the ever loving crap out of it, but I'm just afraid it's going to make it look
And I
nasty.
actually kind of like it curled up.
Yeah, if, like you're sitting down, you can't really tell, I guess. So, and it's not the fanciest thing anyway. It's kind of like comfy, but it does look cool. So who cares if it's rolled up? Maybe I don't care. I don't know.
You don't care.
I haven't
don't
worn it
care,
out
and
yet,
I'm
so-
wearing it. I'm so happy.
It looks really cool.
It does. Beautiful job.
Thanks.
Pile of shame. Boom.
Boom.
All right. What's next? You have so many things.
Yeah, want me to just plow through these things?
Just plow through them.
These were done for the last time we tried to record, and I totally failed. So this is the rainbow socks that I knit with
So
a rainbow
cute.
yarn. I've shown this guy before. Hold on. It's good. Oh God, it's showing. What time is it? Oh.
Nothing. You're fine. So cute.
So I thought it would just be kind of cool to show like all these little parts of like one yarn different ways. Little guy. Oh, hide your face.
Oops, sorry.
Little guy. And some socks. And also, what
Hit
happened?
me with all your hair.
Huh?
You hit me with all your hair.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
And also,
And also,
where's it? There it is. I swear in my blanket.
move your face. There. So cute.
Yeah. So I did those socks. Those were done last time. And then the rest of this is all new. So then I cast on, these are my August socks for the Grocery Girls, Sock'em thingy.
Sock 'em along.
Sock'em along.
What's it called?
Sock bash? Sock
That sounds right.
bash?
Maybe.
Sock bash, maybe?
These are so cute. I'm going to hide my face with one.
This is some super, super cheap yarn that I got
kinda itchy.
at Something Tiger in New York City. It's a Swedish company that has lots of like super cheap Swedish stuff. And this is some yarn. This is the Mercury Socks pattern. I just did it super short with a little cuff and then straight into the foot part.
So pretty though.
Because this month's theme for the sock bash whatchamathingy is lace. So I get double entry for doing lace. So I knit those ones. And then, I've shown these before I finished these socks. This is the Fidget Socks.
These were a work in progress last time.
Yeah,
huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Finished
so
these
cute,
fairly
man.
recently. This is Hedgehog Fibers in the Fidget Socks pattern, also a free pattern.
So cute.
Hedgehog Fibers in cement or concrete or something like that. And one more. These I started last October. This is the, oh darn it, I forgot. It's a Tin Can Knits pattern that's free, but it's written for worsted, and I just did it in fingering weight. I cast on 64 stitches and did, let me see here. I'll put these on wrong so you can see. Like this is the top of the foot. Has a garter panel. I did 32. Oh yeah, so a 20 stitch garter panel right down the front of the sock the whole way. Oops. So if you knit on a circular needle, your front of your sock, like the top of the sock, is 6 stitches, and then your 20 stitch garter panel, and then 6 more stitches. So 64 stitch, 20 plus 12 is 32 times 2, 64. So you just do that.
There's a lot of math that just went down. They're so cute.
Oh, and this is oh crap, what's this yarn called?
No, but it's really soft.
It's I don't think there's any wool in it. I think it's cotton and acrylic. It's sock something. Of course, we'll put it on the screen, but I forgot what
Sock
it's
something something.
Yeah. Sock. It's not sock ease. That's some kind of I don't know. It's kind of one of those. It's not like a Lion brand yarn or something, but it's another one of those big brands. Not a box store brand. Like you can't get it in Michael's or anything, but kind of a big brand for a yarn store kind of things. If that makes sense. It doesn't matter.
Okay, they're beautiful.
Is that it?
That was great. That was like 3 finished pairs of socks.
4.
4. I am so impressed.
And this was kind of a pile of shame bit because since October.
Yeah, that's
Last
good.
year I did this thing where I put I took out a bunch of yarn that I just wanted to knit because I'd had it forever and then a lot of project bags and had my husband put a ball or 2 balls of yarn in each thing. And then he put them out in order from January to December. And then I had to knit them in that order. And I never finished October. And then I didn't do November or December either. But
That's cute.
That's what I did last year. I was like, do this so I don't know what I'm getting.
You're like a tag team. A knitting tag team.
I guess.
I love it. Oh, I don't want to look at that.
So that's it for socks, for finished objects. I think that's all my... Oh, no. That's not all my finished objects. Do you have any more?
Just one.
Oh, well, save it for one more because I want that to be the big finale. Last time we podcasted, I promised I would finish this. And I did. And I've already explained this to you, but you haven't seen that footage. But here's my
It's
big...
like the last podcast.
Yep.
You guys look at this thing.
Can
we do it together?
Karen... Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Karen yarn cakes. Big worsted acrylic. I think there's a wee bit of wool in this.
Do you want to hear the funniest thing?
What?
While I was in Ireland, my friend took me to this awesome birthday restaurant thing. It wasn't a birthday restaurant. It was a restaurant for my birthday.
Restaurant. Yeah.
And the guy was like, take a wee seat and I'll bring you a wee menu.
That doesn't even make sense
It was
in
the best.
crazy Irish.
Take a wee seat.
And I'll be with you. I'll get you a wee menu.
I'll bring you a wee drink menu. It was the best. Okay,
They're
I'm
so
sorry.
cute.
Carry on. Hold on.
Why are we talking about this?
Because we're so cute.
But we drink.
Because you said something about a wee thing.
I did?
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
you did. It's like 2 minutes ago. Not even that long.
So I finished. Oh, a wee bit of wool in it.
A wee bit of wool.
I think it does have a wee bit of wool in it. And it's like perfectly fine to knit. It doesn't feel like totally crappy acrylic. Like it was fine. So I had 2 balls of it. I had like the mostly blue and neutral Z one and then the yellow and neutral Z one. And I just alternated them 2 garter bumps each.
They're so cute.
And then switched it. And one had a few bit more grams in it. So when I had about half left of the smaller one, I started decreasing.
This is so great.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I love it.
It's cozy. Mm-hmm. Cozy. Right. And that is all my finished objects.
All right, good job.
Oh, wait. I have one more little secret one that I'm only going to flash. I'm doing a test knit for Orange Knits for her new sock pattern. I haven't done the new edit she did to the toe, but I'll just be like, look at my colors I did. Okay, that's all you can see. I don't know how much I can tell you, but I think it's coming soon. It's definitely not
see
out
it.
yet. Yeah, you can just don't show those people.
I'm not showing. Oh.
But wait, look. This is so rude.
I know, we're so rude.
Look at the it's
my
like this asymmetrical. It's awesome.
You guys are going to love it.
It's really awesome.
Great
it's
job,
a
Orange Knits.
crazy fun knit. Like it flew.
Well, everything flies for you. Let's be
No,
straight.
different. I mean, relatively, it flew.
not that
Even for me, it flew. Compared to all my other
It took
flying.
like 35 minutes.
But it was so fun and so crazy that I was just like, having a blast with this.
That's really cool.
It's a bananas pattern.
We're still being rude. We're still talking about
So
it.
rude.
I'm
Sorry about that.
Okay. Do you want to see my last?
Yes. What could it be?
I don't know.
Oh.
But guys, okay.
Where's mine? Where's my matching one?
Where's your matching
I lost it. Oh, darn
Let me
it.
see what you do with it.
I don't know.
It's literally behind you.
Found it. Okay.
Okay, so my goal while I was in Ireland, well, before I went to Ireland, my goal was to finish my Find My Fade shawl because I wanted to wear it. But in retrospect, whatever, it's fine. I'm glad I didn't finish it before I went because I worked on it in literally every bar that we went to, that we sat for more than 5 minutes. I was like, give me a whiskey and get me my knitting needles. And I was
I wish you could actually demand that wherever you went. Whiskey? Knitting needles.
It was so great. So I knit on it in the Crown Bar in Belfast. I knit on it in Bushmills. I knit on
Guinness?
it. I didn't knit on it in Guinness. No, in Bushmill, the town.
Oh, but you did you go to Bushmills?
We did go to Bushmill's distillery. Yeah, I knit on it in Donegal. I knit on it in Galway and in Dublin. I mean, it was awesome. So I finished my shawl the last night in Dublin.
Sweet.
So this is like, I just have all the feels about this.
What shawl is it?
Guys, I finished my Find My Fade.
You found it?
I found my fade. I mean, there's just no way to like get it all because it's
I
like
took an adorbs picture of you wearing it. We could put it in. So.
it's the Loch Ness monster. Okay, pull it through. All right, and we're still going.
Still going. Still going. I can't see. Oh, I can see through the
I can
yellow
see through
part.
it. Yeah,
Da-da-da.
I'm in love with this shawl. I'm in love with it.
Now we can wear our matching ones. So this is kind of a fun comparison. She planned out her entire thing before, and I just picked one color to start with. I had this tiny little thing of Hedgehog Fibers banana legs, and I just was like, okay, I'm starting with there, and then I would dig through my stash to find something else. So it's totally uncoordinated,
But
it still
totally
makes
works.
a cool
It's beautiful.
thing. So there's, yeah, I really love your totally coordinated one, and I kind of want to knit another one.
But I love the way yours worked out.
It's pretty wild, but all curled up. You can't really tell. how
No,
totally
and it's
wild it is.
wonderful.
Yeah.
From yellow to green to blue. I mean, that's perfect. Yeah. So I just love the shit out of this thing. And if I could give a huge shout out to Black Squirrel in Berkeley, you know, I got all of my yarn from there. Chase, the owner, is amazing and helped me pick out all my colors and was super cool about just letting me like dig through the wall. I had 5 of the 6 tags, I think, because these yarns were just so flippin' amazing. But I think this is all of them. I had Forbidden Woolry, right? Faces. Yeah, Forbidden Woolry. Oh god, the prices are on there. Don't look at that.
They all know.
It's so expensive. Just fold that part in. I had Spun Right Round, also amazing. I had 2 skeins of the Forbidden Woolry. I think that's the one I'm missing. I had 3 skeins of this Material Culture, and let me just tell you a story called I'm in Love. I'm in love with Material Culture Fiber Arts. Your face is in the way. Yo. I love her colors. So really, this one in particular, Jungalow, which is this pink color that I'm never going to be able to find.
It's the Tutti Frutti Jelly Bellies color.
Tutti Frutti Jelly Bellies. And I love the snot out of it. And the ochre and the First Crush. And then this one. You're like my small child. Stop. Stop. Camellia Fiber Arts. Move your face.
Oh.
Thanks. Or Fiber Company. Sorry, Camellia Fiber Company out of Nashville, which is where I used to live. It's where I got married. I love you. That yarn, which is this gorgeous, like pinky purple color, I like go buy it. You won't regret it. Anyway, I love it. I'm so in love with it.
Unless like that was your last $30 or something,
then
and
don't
you
buy
can't
it.
eat, then you would probably regret it.
Yeah, don't do that. Only if you have like $30. And you're like, that's cool. I want to knit the most gorgeous yarn in the world. Go do that.
How many minutes do we have left?
Oh, geez. 6.
Okay,
Yeah, we're
cool.
good.
Because I forgot something, so I'll get it in the intermission.
Okay. So that's my shawl, and it's washed now. You know, so this is the thing that's happened. The last 2 times I finished a shawl, it's then been immediately like 80 degrees outside. So I have terrible timing.
Except this time.
No, because I finished it like last couple weeks ago, and it was ridiculously hot. So anyway, when it gets cold
now, though.
again, yeah,
It's pretty cold right now.
I'm gonna wear it. It smells like my house.
I like the smell of your house. Mine kind of smells like... It smells very herbal.
I don't know. And for any person who has not knit the shawl, I just want to say, like, my stitch count was way off.
I stopped caring really
I
early.
almost never got it right on the lace section when you're supposed to like wind up with an even stitch count, you know, so that you finish off the row.
Yeah, you
right?
just fudge it on either side
Yeah.
or in the center.
Totally
You just,
fudged it.
if you get to the center and your stitch is off, but you know your lace is like stacking correctly, just whatever, just knit.
Yeah.
For the rest of the way. It doesn't
Also,
matter.
just look at this gorgeous color. I mean, come on. Can you beat that?
Yeah, I think it was
It's so great.
Little Bobbin's Knits. When she was talking about knitting hers, she stressed out a lot at the beginning, and then she was just like, screw this. I mean, these are not her words because she's much more lovely than I am. But she was like, then I finally just stopped caring and just knit it and made sure that the lace looked right, and then she had so much more fun. And when she said that, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly right. And then I was like free to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So stitch count does not matter. Do not get freaked out about it.
No.
There's not a single person on the planet who could figure out that your stitch count was wrong when you're done. There's no way to tell at all.
And it's once you get the pattern down, it's a relatively simple pattern.
Yeah.
It's like simple repeats. Once you get it down, it's just fun. And so just do it and enjoy it and don't stress about it, because it's a great shawl and it doesn't matter if you're 1 or 2 stitches off in your rows.
I'm seeing lots of other patterns lately that are this kind of general shape that are like increasing and then only one side, so it makes that triangle that way that I really want to knit, and it's all in garter. So I have my eyes on a couple more of this kind of shape, but maybe not so giant.
Whatever, I love this giant thing.
Yeah, this one's my giant one, but I kind of need some more normal ones. Who am I kidding? I want all the giant ones.
Yeah.
All right, let's pause.
We'll be right back.
Reset.
Yeah.
Back in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. And we're back. Had to reset to circumvent European/Sony relations laws. So next is some works in progress, but we thought we'd take a little break and talk about some things for doing your works in progress. Got some little notions I want to talk about. First of all, one time you and I went to Imagine It.
We did.
And I got kind of talked into buying some. She did not try that hard, and she did not have to try that hard. So these new needles, a couple different kinds. First is these. Skein Deer Knits just told me how
I
to
know,
do this.
she just had a thing where she was like, people.
She's like, you guys figured out how to say hooga. This is the same thing. It's like looka, maybe.
or licka.
She's like, no, she's like, it is not licka.
Oh, I thought she said it wasn't likey.
Oh, it's not likey, right?
Or lika.
Hooga, so looka. I think it might be, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
My
so
face.
sorry, Skein Deer Knits.
Skein Deer Knits, you know. I'm still trying. These ones. I got these in size 2. And I have,
Careful, don't hit the
oops,
table.
I think I knit those rainbow socks on these. If
They're
I
the
remember.
new driftwood ones. Oh, they're
Yep.
so...
So I am knitting the secret project on these needles, and I really like them. I don't know what else to say about them except that I like them.
It's a great
If I
review.
didn't like them, I would just be like, I really don't like them, because there's some needles I really don't like. But the join is pretty cool. It's like a plasticky, pretty stiff
I feel.
thingy. And then the wood is just so nice. It's not as slick as these, like
That
the
is
knit
nice.
picks, you know, these wooden knit picks that are all like,
Your face. Nope, it's still my face. You're too Yeah, it's still my face.
There they are. These fancy knit pixie ones that are like super shiny and rainbowy and twirly whirly. It's not as slick as that at all. But it's not rough like a box craft store thing. Not quite like that. But they're really, really nice to knit with.
Oh, hello.
I really like them.
Yeah. What else did you buy?
And then I bought these other ones. She was like, what about these brand? I was like, okay, well, I'll get size 1s and those since I got 2 in the other. And these are the worst name ever. So terribly dad joke punny. It's not funny.
What are they?
Ignite with knit as the night. That's horrible. So horrible. But you know what? I like knitting with them.
They're pretty.
Those are actually the ones I knit the rainbow socks on because I knit them in size 1.
You put them back in the package so nicely.
Yeah, so I wouldn't lose the
They may
package.
cause harm if used
No,
inappropriately.
this is like in every knitting packet, in every knitting needle package, if the knitting needles are made in India, it always has this warning. Please use the utmost care while using and storing these items as they may cause harm if used inappropriately.
Don't stab me.
Seriously. Store them carefully. So these ones, I'll take these ones out. Now I can throw away the package because I showed my friends. Now my friends have seen it, so I don't care. Much more flexible. Feel?
Yeah.
Much more rubbery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very
and then
rubbery.
it's wooden shaft, metal tip. Is it metal or plastic?
It's probably
Actually, it kind of feels plasticky. I don't really know. But you know what? Doesn't care. You can, if you rub your fingernail on the edge, you can feel where the metal part joins on both sides. But I really like knitting with them. Also really slick, but not as slick as the knit
that
picks.
rubbery middle.
Yeah, rubbery middle is pretty good. And these were so cheap. I don't remember how cheap.
They weren't too bad.
Less than $10.
Yeah.
For each one.
That's great. Beautiful.
So I recommend trying out some new
Ignites.
Ignits. And then the Looka.
I'm sorry, Skein Knits.
Sorry, we're stupid. She's not watching this. Don't fool yourself.
I love her though.
I do too.
She makes me want to do all the color work.
Yeah. And she makes me want to get really mad when people call things that pattern, but it's not that pattern.
That pattern.
You know, the pattern. She's doing the knit along for that.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, that is not the blah, blah, blah pattern. That is something else.
No, she doesn't say it's not the pattern, but she needs... Oh, yeah, no, she does.
Yeah.
It needs to be like the proper chart. Like, that's really cute that you tried that color work, but that wasn't what it is.
Not that pattern.
Mobius?
No, Mobius.
No, that's like...
Oh my god, you just almost made me think of
I'm
it.
sorry. I can't remember.
Whatever. If you guys don't know about Skein Knits, which I didn't until like a month ago, go check it out. Because, yeah. Thank you.
So great.
I love watching her.
Okay.
I get really excited when there's a new one on the YouTubes.
I know, I love it.
So those are my new
This
notions.
is my new kind of tool, whatever. It's my bag. I bought a bag. I bought a little project bag. It's not a fringe bag, but it kind of looks like a fringe bag. It
feels like one.
Yeah. It's Home Row Fiber Company. And it's a little project bag structured here, you know, and then it has a little tie at the bottom and a handle, which I love. I bought this at, again, Black Squirrel, because it's my place.
I've never been.
It was so great. You're going to love it.
I wish someone would take me.
Come on, man. One time I was like, let's go. And
When?
you're like, oh, I can't. Seriously. I was
That
like,
does sound
let's
familiar,
go
actually.
squish yarn. And you were like, no.
I must have had something really important.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love it. I have actually all the leftovers from my Find My Fade in here right now. But
Do you have any temptation to start a scrappy blanket or anything?
I've already started one. It's in my drawer at home.
This is my what face?
But I didn't tell you about it because I haven't finished a single square.
Wait, what is it?
It just started like a memories blanket.
Like a mitered square thing?
Yeah. But my squares look like way smaller than yours.
Yeah, but these ones are tiny too.
Oh yeah, I think mine are more like this.
How many stitches did you do as a cast on? 32.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
Okay. I like the big one, but whatever.
That's 64.
That's a lot.
Yeah. You do the 32.
Yeah, I did the 32. So I started one. Anyway, that's why I put these all in here because I was like,
my
don't
gosh.
lose them. I know.
You're keeping secrets from me now?
No, it's not really a secret. It's more like, oh God, I started something, but like I didn't get far enough to show you, and I feel embarrassed because
No,
I
I
don't
would,
have time to do
if you
anything.
showed up at work and you're like, look, I
Like,
started
it's
it,
like
like,
half a
I would be
square.
like, oh my God, welcome to the cult of mitered squares.
Yeah, so I'm working on it. But then I was knitting it, and I was like, why does it look so weird? And it was because I just didn't do it far enough. But now I get it. Now it's a square. At first I was like, I'm making ruffles. No, I'm not. I'm making a square.
Funny.
So anyway, yeah, back to the bag. I love it. And I carried it all over my trip. Like, it was definitely a night where we were drinking in a bar and like somebody was trying to buy us some drinks and I was like, I'm too old for this shit. And I'm like holding my knitting on my arm and like my drink in one hand. I'm like, okay.
Can we just sit down and knit now instead?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So anyway, and I started putting my pins on it. A couple pins because I know pin game's strong. So this is my feminist pin that Adrian bought me. Boss Adrian. Because I just love it. Okay.
Not husband Adrian.
Not husband Adrian. Boss Adrian. This is my Ireland pin that I bought in Ireland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this is my Iceland pin.
Oh, double nice.
Bought it in Iceland. Anyway.
Because you stopped there on your way. They
I
don't know
had
that.
a 16-hour layover in Reykjavik. Let me tell you a story.
Right, give it. Did you see Stephen West?
Only
Did you eat a cinnamon bun? No. Oh. You guys. The jet lag videos on Instagram that Stephen West made while he was in Reykjavik are awesome. I put them on loop and I watched them over and over again.
I didn't do that, but I still had fun.
Cool. What'd you do there?
In Reykjavik, I walked a lot.
Because you were homeless.
Basically, yeah.
Homeless
I
in
took the
Reykjavik.
bus from, so I got a shuttle from the airport into the city, which is like 45 minutes.
Oh.
And once I was in the city, I walked from the bus. So I walked from the bus station up to like this big cathedral that's kind of cool, but
Is it the big famous one?
Yeah.
Where he's like, they have a big stash, I bet. They filled it full of... That's somebody's house. In that video, the Stephen West video, it's like a big famous gray...
Yeah, it's like a concrete thing.
Stephen West goes, that's somebody's house over there. It's real big. I bet they have a big yarn stash. I would. I would fill it full of yarn.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Oh, I'll show it to you
Sorry.
right
Okay.
after this.
Anyway, so I walked up to that cathedral, and then I walked down. They have like a few streets, that are kind of old, towny, kind of old city, really cute, kind of cobblestone and tiny shops and narrow things. But all the shops are definitely tourist shops. But adorable. Like, I had a great time walking around. And then I walked down past, like, the city council buildings and around and then up by the water into the new symphony hall. And then I sat on the water and looked at the gorgeous scenery for a while because you look across the water and, like, to these mountains. And then I walked back up toward the cathedral. And then I went and found this little restaurant called Fish. It's just called Fish.
I wonder if that means, like, something really naughty.
No, I think it means fish.
Icelandic.
I think it's just fish. And I had this really great dish that was
Fish.
I had a fish dish.
I had a drink that was fish. I had some dessert.
It had
that
like
was
hollandaise
fish.
sauce on it. It was so good.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was like lutefisk or
No, you ain't
no
lutefisk?
No, I don't think it was that. Because it was like I don't know. It was really good. I really recommend it if you go. It's the cutest little restaurant. The waiters were so nice. I sat on the patio. By the patio, I mean like a table on the sidewalk by myself, and ate my dinner and had a giant Viking beer.
Awesome.
It's called Viking. He's
Did
like,
you knit?
He's like, it's very Icelandic, and I was like, if you say so. And I knit, yeah. And then it started raining on my head, so I had to move inside eventually.
Oh.
But it was so delightful. And then I walked back to the bus station, charged my phone for a hot second, and then got back on the bus, and I went to the Blue Lagoon.
I've heard about this, but I still don't really know what it is.
Oh my gosh, you guys. if you ever take a vacation to Iceland or if you have a layover there, go to the stop everything, stop the presses, get on a shuttle, go to the Blue Lagoon. It's a geothermal spa in some town near the airport.
I remember the word now. Like, we never figured out how to...
Keflavik.
Yeah.
It's like Keflavik, Iceland. I don't know.
One of our coworkers was really good at saying it.
It's bomb de soup. Bomb and soup.
Bomb as soup?
Bomb as soup.
Bomb as soup.
It is bomb as soup.
Can't believe you just beat me to my own game of
Gotcha.
saying bomb as soup.
We read a review today of soup and somebody tried to call it bomb ass soup. But they just said bomb as soup, so it's bomb as soup.
Bomb as soup. I think you're bomb as soup.
I think you're bomb as soup.
You guys are bomb as soup.
soup. This geothermal spa is bomb as soup.
Wow. I mean, that's kind of a really appropriate analogy because it's hot and watery.
Hot. I went, so my tickets were, it's open till midnight. My tickets were for 10 o'clock at night.
Nice.
And it's like kind of dusky in Iceland at 10 o'clock at night. And it was a little bit drizzly.
Oh my God.
So I get into my swimsuit by myself, cruise into the water. And it's like hot and steamy. There's steam everywhere. And you're just like, I feel like the most magical creature on earth. And then you like swim up to this bar, swim. And you get a face mask. And you just put your face mask on.
What?
And you're like, I feel amazing. And then you have your scanny wristband. And I think it was the only ticket left. Was like the nicer one. So I was like, okay. So I got the nice one. And so I got my silica mud mask face mask thing.
Who are you?
And I sat for like 10 minutes by myself in the water. And then I washed it off. And then I get an algae one.
Do you wash it off in that water?
Yeah, you just...
What?
It's awesome. Because they say like the water not refills.
Refreshes,
Yeah.
turns over.
Like every 72 hours. It's like
Oh, wow.
completely new water.
Weird.
Because geology. Something.
Thanks, geology.
Seriously. Thanks, Obama.
You got me a little present in Iceland.
You did.
I have it right here.
Do you want to show it off?
Yeah. It's made from Icelandic wool.
You guys, my favorite thing about Iceland...
It's a pin.
It's a pin.
Now I can take it off.
Yeah. I have a pink one.
You do? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, he matches perfectly.
My favorite thing about Iceland, this is a true story. I get off the plane, I'm walking through the airport, I just cruise through the gift shop quickly, and what is like a staple? They're like, take home some postcards, take home a t-shirt, take home freaking little lope of yarn.
In the airport?
As your souvenir in the airport. And it's like
unreal.
300 krona, or so. It's like $3. It's your souvenir.
San Francisco International, get with the program. If anyone in San Francisco is watching this right now, we want a yarn store.
It was all I could do to not just like, okay, and like into my bag.
Oh my gosh.
But I got 2 skeins of each of these, and I'm going to make some color work mittens, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. Seriously, it was awesome. I love Iceland so much. So cute, isn't it?
So cute.
To be fair, I didn't see any sheep in Iceland.
Oh, it still smells woolly.
I mean, it's wool.
It is.
Yeah, it was so great. Okay.
Oh my god, look what's been in the thing the whole time.
I can't talk about it.
You guys, I'm just gonna get this over with, okay? My spider molted. I have a pet tarantula. And
Name Ziggy.
Ziggy. And so this is
Wait,
tarantula.
we need like a trigger warning.
Triggers, if you have trigger. You know what? It's not gonna get you. It's on the screen. She molted, and so this is her exoskeleton that she left behind.
Oh, that's awful.
It looks pretty gnarly now, but so what
Kimberly
happened?
is like not freaked out by this at all.
No.
She's
my baby.
No.
She's my baby. This is only the second time she's molted since I've had her. I've had her about 5-6 years, something like that. And she was 6 or 7 when I got her, so she's a pretty old lady
I
now.
never started the timer.
Oh. We'll get through this and then we'll restart anyway, just for kicks. So she molted last Friday, the Friday before last, and my husband and I went on this big trip to go see the eclipse, and he was like, oh, by the way, as I was packing up the last of your stuff while you were at work, I noticed there were 2 tarantulas in the aquarium. And so then I realized she molted, and I was like, oh my God, she molted, and I wasn't there to like coach her after and tell her it was okay.
Are you joking me right now?
Because last time I was there just after it happened, and I like scooped out the old body and like made sure she was cool.
She shed her body.
It's amazing. It's a miracle of nature.
Nope.
So I was like, oh my God. And then we got back here and I'd actually forgotten. Like a week later we get back and then I was like, oh yeah, Ziggy's upstairs. So I went and got her, and it had been sitting there so long it's like kind of stuck in this position. But last time she molted, I was able to like keep it in a spider shape. But
Because doesn't everybody want to keep their spider body?
yeah, it's kind of a thing people do. Like people have buckets full of their spiders' molts. Like if you have a spider you get as a spiderling or a sling, you keep them for their whole life. It's kind of like a thing people do. So, I'm not like totally into that. My brother really wanted this one, and then I accidentally busted 2 legs off of it. Blah. But my other one's still in pretty decent shape. I think it might have one like bitten off, broken off. So my brother really wants it because he's into like that kind of stuff. So that's Tarantula Corner.
It's the worst.
If you guys are into tarantulas, you can follow me on the Instagram. Keep updates on Ziggy.
Tarantula Corner.
I also have an avocado corner. I was like really into this last time we recorded this, but then everything broke. Still nothing's happened, so I could have just acted natural. But I put an avocado pit with toothpicks in it, and I'm trying to grow an avocado tree.
like
and
first
nothing's
grade.
happening. Yeah, I never got to do this as a kid.
Your face is in the way.
Oh, no one cares about this thing. There it goes. I never got to do this as a kid because I didn't know what an avocado was. I'd never seen an avocado. So I grew up in Maine, and avocados were probably $25 an avocado back then. But now they're free because I live in California.
The house I lived in before the one I lived in now, there was an avocado tree that was so big that it reached over the fence.
Nice.
So like periodically avocados would just drop into our
Were they
driveway.
edible?
Yeah.
Oh, we had an avocado tree in our last San Francisco apartment, but it was such an old tree and no one had ever taken care of it. There were just
Oh.
like persistent avocados on it that were like rock hard. You could see that they'd just been on there for the entire life of the tree. Just had never fallen off.
Petrified avocados.
Yeah, basically.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, we had really good. It was like, I mean, it was an incredible gift, right?
Yeah. It's like
oh,
gold.
There's 4 avocados.
Money
in
grows
our
on
driveway
trees.
today.
Money grows on trees sometimes.
This is why we have avocado toast in California.
Yeah.
Because they just fall into people's driveways, and we're like, what are we going to do with them? Make toast, I guess.
yeah.
Anyway. Are we
then
talking
blame the
about works in
avocados.
progress?
Yep.
I don't know.
I had 2. I have a spider in progress, and I have
Oh, yeah.
So she's doing good now, though, guys. I know you're worried. She's doing great. Mm-hmm. She's almost ready to eat again. You have to wait until her teeth harden back up again. Because a spider, a cricket could kill her.
Well, that's her problem.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting to feed her. But I think she's ready to eat.
What if your food could kill you?
Your
what
food
if
could
you were
kill
like-
you. If you actually had to go get your own food, it would probably kill you.
That's fair.
Unless you had a gun. Which is why we made guns.
All right.
Okay, we're going to take
on.
another break because...
Pause. We probably don't need to talk about it a lot.
What?
It's just...
Yeah, we're done. We're going to pause now. Talk about what a lot.
I don't want a lot of talking about the pause to come before every pause. I want it to be seamless.
Okay, pause. Oh, we're going to pause now. Okay, now we're not paused. And we're going to talk about works in progress. Mm-hmm. You're progressing over there.
I'm progressing.
What are you progressing on?
So the last time... Oh, but that wasn't a real podcast. So I have a finished hat and socks that are going to go to a small baby.
Who's not born yet.
He's not born yet, but
soon, like September.
like a few weeks. Like she's already on leave.
Ooh.
She's just like waiting.
Just waiting around. Show up, baby.
So I'm making some little mitts to go with the hat and the socks. And it's okay. Sorry, I'll just hold them back here. And I'm going to attach them with a little cord, right? So they'll be like little, yeah. Aren't they cute? So that's one. Cool. One work in progress. I think these are also from the Pearl Soho site. I don't know why everything I'm talking about tonight is from Pearl Soho.
What is the yarn?
No. The pattern. So they have some great patterns for newborn, really easy newborn hats. My sock pattern, I can't remember what it's called, but I'll link it in the show notes. And then the mittens are also from the Pearl Soho site, the infant mittens. Yeah. And they're thumbless, right? So if you don't have a baby, I didn't know this until I had a baby, so it's kind of weird. But babies, like, can't control their limbs. They have like really flaily limbs. And one of the things that they do inadvertently is they hit themselves in the face.
And they give themselves little snaps.
And they give themselves little scratches. So like my daughter scratched her face all the time.
And you look like you're the worst parent ever, except
Basically.
every parent knows it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. But a lot of parents put little mittens on their baby or like little socks so that when they punch themselves in the face, they're not scratching themselves with their nails. So that's what these are for.
Hey, it's like boxing gloves.
Kimberly's an awesome
You guys, I'm
boxer
getting
now.
really good at boxing. Not really. I'm getting way better at boxing than I was a few weeks ago.
Good job.
A couple months ago.
Get it, girl.
I love boxing.
Okay. What's your work in progress?
I have a few. I cast on 3 pairs of socks the other day.
cheesy, crazy.
Okay, and one day I cast on I'm not gonna wait those. Okay. Wait, I'm just gonna reach over here.
Okay.
I cast on, okay, no, actually it wasn't about casting on for the yarn. I just felt like feeling all the needles. And I was like, I just wanna knit with needles.
Wait, I still didn't start my timer. Mm-hmm.
Oops.
I'm on it.
Because I had cast on some socks on my size 2 Knit Picks wood ones that are like super shiny, and it's the all like the wood tone color ones, not the rainbow or the green ones or the blue ones or anything, just the wood ones, but they're still kind of swirly, different colored woods. I was like, man, I like these. Okay, I'm casting on size 1 needles, and I'm going to knit some socks. Oops, so I'll start with those. So I cast on this yarn, which I've had for a while. I got this in Belfast, Maine, when I was there a few trips to Maine ago with my mom. And I went to this yarn store called Sock Heaven, I think, and they had so
my
many
gosh.
different sock yarns.
I want to go to Sock Heaven.
Yeah, man.
I think this is so pretty.
And I thought it was pretty. And then I knit it, and then I was like, it's even prettier than I thought. There's a whole color I didn't even see in this. She probably can't see it either. Okay. This color I couldn't even see in the ball, this rosy one.
It smells like sheep.
Yeah, it's pretty woolly. It's super wash, but look, it's like 25 row stripes.
Yeah, those
It's
are
the
some,
thickest stripes.
there's some Bomba stripes.
I really like them.
Those are Bomba soup.
Bomb soup. Oh, here's a little picture of kind of an idea of what the socks, how very color blocky they are. But this is Lang Jawal color in color
I just love that there's
902.0069.
a sheep
A
head
sheep
on
for
it.
no good reason. Just a sheep. Yeah, so I'm liking these, and I'm knitting them on my size 1 Knit Picks little needles. I'm knitting these green socks on this. We were driving through Oregon last week to go see the eclipse, and I think this was in Oregon. Might have been California. Don't remember where we crossed the line, but we stopped into this. There was just a sign on the road that said yarn, and I was like, "What?" So we pulled over the camper van and turned around. And
Wait, I just have to say, Dan and Kimberly rented a van
Yeah,
to
we-
drive up to Oregon, and it was like the coolest van
It was really cool.
ever. It
It's
was a
on-
camper van. It had like some weird shit
on
going
one side, it had
on.
that thing in Texas, the where all the cars are buried
Cadillac
in the ground.
graveyard. It had a painting, a mural.
Yeah, what's it called?
It's
not
called the Cadillac Graveyard.
Cadillac Ranch. It's called Cadillac Ranch.
No, that's a bar.
No, I think it's Cadillac Ranch. And then the other
I'm gonna
side was
Google it.
Carhenge, which I thought was a joke, but it's actually a place in Tennessee, Arkansas, someplace. So I didn't know Carhenge was a thing. And then the name of our car on the tag that was attached to the key was Carhenge.
Oh, it is Cadillac Ranch.
And that's in Texas,
Fine.
right?
Yeah, it's near Amarillo.
Look up Carhenge.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome. Have you ever seen it?
Not in real
Oh,
life.
I've seen it in
Only
real
pictures.
life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I know.
awesome.
The only
Okay.
place I've been to is Dallas and Houston. Dallas and Austin,
Oh.
I mean.
Houston.
Not Houston. I've never been to
Hang
Houston.
in there.
Oh yeah, Houston, sorry. Too soon.
Carhenge. Whoa.
Where is it? Yeah, it's Stonehenge built out of cars, like Cadillacs painted silver.
Whoa.
So that image was on the other side of our car.
You guys need to Google this.
So look at this yarn. Looks normal enough, yeah. Nothing too suspicious going on here, right? It's pretty normal. Pretty normal. You wanna see? You wanna see?
It's in Alliance, Nebraska.
Nebraska, yeah.
Of course it is.
It's Carlton. I've never heard of this yarn in my whole life. This yarn shop was crazy. They had Red Heart. They had that discontinued red heart yarn that I'm obsessed with. Heart and soul.
Heart and soul.
I didn't even tell her how like freaked out I was when I saw it. And like all this other horrible crappy yarn and not that much fancy yarn. So I don't know where she's getting this, but she's the only yarn store for like dozens and dozens of miles.
I mean, dozens isn't that many.
Dozens and dozens though. 50s and 50s of miles.
Got it.
And so I cast on in size 2 to make these big loosey-goosey socks. But look how the stripes go. So you've got this base stripe going on of shades of green. And then every other pair of the shades of green.
That's awesome.
You have this gray, blah,
Wait, you
blah.
didn't pattern that? It
No,
just did
this
that?
is what it's doing.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Shoot. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's in focus. Ooh, that's... Not on the podcast, Anna. So there's that. So these led to these, and I was like, no, I want to cast on more. I really am missing my signature needles. So I cast on with my signature. See, it's all about the needles. It's not about the yarn. And I also cast on this yarn that my mom gave me for Christmas, I think last year.
That's so pretty, by the way.
This is
that yarn.
this one. Oh yeah, this is that West Yorkshire Spinner signature.
Ooh.
This is one of the bird ones, and I think it's like rock pigeon or something. Which you guys know what this is. You know about this.
Do you?
They know about this. Everybody.
Great.
And then it looks like this in the ball, and then it looks like this in the sock.
Love it.
Yeah, a few different shades of purpley gray with gray and white marldiness in the middle.
So gorgeous.
And then I posted a picture of this on Instagram. I was like, should I cast on one more?
Oh my gosh.
It's not striped because it's all striped. But I didn't cast on another one, guys. I refrained. But I kind of want to cast on. Because now everything's on DPNs. And now I'm like, well, I should cast on something with a circular needle.
You crazy.
So I have a little thing coming up
You do?
on Saturday that's like influencing my knitting choices right now.
What?
I'm leaving for China.
That's right.
So I really want to knit these socks because I like the yarn so much, but that's defeating the purpose of why I cast them on. And I don't want to take my signatures on a plane. I absolutely know for
they'll
sure
take 'em.
they're not going to take them.
Ah.
I do not believe in anyone who
they
gets.
will take them.
They won't. I have checked every TSA website thing everywhere. I've never had needles taken from me. But I'm like, no, they're my signatures, so I'm not taking them on a plane. Like, what if I drop one in the seat even, and I lose it in a wedge? I am flying business class on the way there, so
bougie.
so no one else, like I wouldn't have to fight anyone to like get them out of the seat. But I'm just not going to do it, which I'm kind of bummed because I really want to knit those.
Oh.
But I have all these other ones I
I mean,
can
you
knit.
could swap them to other needles.
Yeah, I get freaked out about that too because I'm afraid it'll change my gauge. I knit really differently on every kind of needle.
Okay.
I mean, not
Know
that.
thyself, man.
Huh?
It's great. Know thyself.
Yeah. Not so differently that it probably wouldn't be that much of a problem. And I've only knit this far.
If you
But
feel the difference, honor that. Yeah,
thank you.
cool. Yeah.
Thanks for validating me. Okay, so I was prattling on about prattling. Is that the word? Prattling on.
Prattling.
I was prattling on.
You were prattling.
I was prattling on about my socks. So I'm done now.
Because you're going to China.
Yeah, I need to pick what socks I'm going to knit. Also, I have to finish that super secret project that I mentioned before I go. Mm-hmm. And or I have to bring it with, no, not and or, just or I have to bring it with me. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bring it with me because it has 3 colors in it. And then I don't have to carry around the extras when I finish. But I'm going to have to. I'm just going to have to bring it with me. It just stinks. But that I can finish quick enough. I can finish it on the plane ride there. It's like 17 freaking hours to get there.
That's too many hours, man.
But I'm in business, so it's okay.
That's true. I took, on the way to Iceland and Dublin, I took WOW Air. And if you work for WOW Air, thank you for your service. And also, 8-hour flight. They didn't talk to me. No water, no coffee, no nothing. You don't get anything unless you pay for it. I had to pay for one bag to check one bag, and you have to shove your carry-on in the thingy when you check your bag and to like prove that you can fit it. And if you take any more than that and it doesn't have a special tag on it, then you have to pay for it. So I was like afraid to shop. That's why I don't have 9 billion balls of Lollipop because I can't take it on the plane because they're going to charge me. No water. No coffee. I was like shoving smoked
Fruit.
salmon sandwiches into my backpack because that's what they had to
eat on the plane.
Like I'm gonna be so hungry.
I'm bringing home souvenirs. It's gonna be yarn and smoked salmon
salmon.
sandwiches. Smoked salmon sandwiches.
I mean, they were okay for food at the airport, I guess.
Smoked salmon sandwiches. Lutefisk sandwiches.
No, that's taking it too far.
Do you have any more works in
I
progress?
have a couple works in progress.
I have a shawl that I'm working on, but I showed it before and I haven't made any progress. My campsite shawl, so I'm not going to show that. But basically, I'm done.
Great. Well, I'll show one. I can show both. A while ago, I showed my yarn. I finished my Drachenfell shawl the last time it was 80 degrees here, whenever that was. And I bought a bunch of yarn to make my mom one because my mom really liked it. So I started it on my way back from Reykjavik because, you know, I had some time. So I listened to an audiobook and my new favorite podcast in the world, which is My Favorite Murder. It's so good. I know I'm like a year behind everybody else, but
I hadn't heard of it till last
it's
weekend.
so great. I love it. They're so funny. I want to be like them. I want to be friends with them. Anyway, so I started... What?
Did they just talk about... Are they around here?
They're in LA.
Oh, but
Yeah.
they mentioned San Francisco in that little blip you sent
Because,
to me.
well, one of them used to live... She grew up in, like, Petaluma.
Oh.
So what I'm actually learning from the podcast is how much, like, effed up shiz happened in Northern California. I'm like, oh, this is a very safe place to live.
Cool.
Anyway, if you're into true crime, it's great. So, yeah. Started a new Drachenfels for my mom. Great news. I don't think she watches this podcast, so it's going to be great. And then my third color, besides the white, is...
Ooh.
Yeah, it's this nice, like, oatmeal-y color. So it's going to be really nice, I think. Really neutral, really pretty. Simple. So,
Cool.
yeah.
So I love it. Are you going to try to give it for an occasion or just...
I think
hey,
I'm
Mom.
going to try and do it for Christmas. So a friend of ours had an art show at the Laurel Bookstore in Oakland a few weeks ago, and I, on the DL, bought her a piece there.
Whoa.
It was like not... It
You
was like
sneaky.
the cheapest. But these are good friends of ours, and
Aw.
so it felt cool to like support our friend and also get my mom something kind of fun. So I think I'm going to do that for her birthday, which is in October.
Oh, nice.
And then instead of doing socks for her for Christmas, I'll do this.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's number one.
Nice.
And then my only other work in progress is my Sizzle Pop, which is almost done. And I was plowing through it. I was hammering it out, and then I like really wanted to focus on my Find My Fade for Ireland. So, but I have legit, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 rows left, and then like one more repeat of the pattern, and then I bind off.
Whoa.
I'm really close.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I just love it so much.
Want to do a close-up?
Yes, I do. How's it looking?
Good. Let me flip up the bottom so you can see the contrast.
Oops. I love it.
It's awesome.
I'm so proud of this.
Mine's still a tortilla chip, but you're not surprised by that.
No, nobody's surprised by that anymore.
No.
Anyway, so that's all.
Cool.
I just got some shawls on. I have a pair of socks, but I'm only like 4. You know, I'm still on the cuff. It's not... Whatever. I'll show them when they get cute.
They get all cute and floppy.
When they get cute and socky. Yeah. And that's all I
it.
got for works in progress.
Cool.
Cool.
So,
Should we-
giveaway. We haven't like planned it out,
No.
but since we have so many, we're gonna put up a thread in the Ravelry group. So go check that out. That'll be up before you see this. That's my job. Gonna do it.
Kimberly's going to do it.
What you get, we haven't really decided yet, but you'll get something cool. If you like knitting, then you'll like the thing. So there'll be some kind of prompt or something. Go check it because we don't know yet. We still have to have a formal board meeting.
gonna be so formal.
Yeah. And thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a subscriber to win. You just have to do whatever we
just
say
go
in
to
the
the
thing.
group. Yeah.
Go to the group and find out.
Check us out on Ravelry.
But hey, if you subscribe, doesn't do you any harm. Mm-hmm. If you join our group, doesn't do you any harm. Just let us know who's out there.
Yeah. Awesome.
So go
right.
do that.
Rate.
It's still recording.
I know.
Oh. Clap.
Okay. Okay.
We're back.
Last segment is going to be acquisitions.
Almost the last segment. We can talk about it in a long.
Oh, right. Almost
Last
the last
proper
segment.
full
Okay,
segment.
so we have some new yarn that we've splurged on. You have a few things. I have like way too many things because I don't know if you remember, but the last episode I was getting ready to like show you my Dartmouth yarn, the yarn that I purchased at the farmer's market on the campus. And the camera died for the last time, and I was like, I quit everything, and I left. And so
And they needed a Star Wars scrolling
I did.
text thing.
dun. Okay, so we have a bunch of yarn to show you. First things first, I'll just show. Oh, it all came unraveled.
Whoopsie.
No.
It looks very snuggable.
It's so snuggly. So this is the yarn. It's unraveled now, but this is the yarn I bought on the Dartmouth campus, and it's from. It's super simple. You know, it's just simple wool, undyed. I love the snot out of it.
There's just snot everywhere at this point.
Yeah, smells like sheep. It's from a farm, from a sheep farm, like 20 minutes outside of the town that the Dartmouth campus is in. But I'm having a
Dartmouth?
hard time. No, Hanover, New Hampshire. It's a few minutes
Dartmouth, New
outside of Hanover, New Hampshire.
I really thought Dartmouth was in Dartmouth for a long time,
It's not.
even though I lived there.
Good job. And she was just there on the campus for farmers market selling wool. And the people that I was in Spanish class with were like, ¿por qué tú compras el hilo? And I was like, porque es awesome.
Porque duh.
Porque duh. So I bought this wool and I love it. I'm going to knit a hat probably. Something simple and worsted woolly. Yeah. So that's my first one. That's it. Go ahead.
Got it because
What? I quit.
no, you can't. We have one more time.
I'm going home.
I have some yarn to show that you got me
I did.
in Ireland.
Yes.
It's so tweedy.
It's very tweety.
And I love it, and I'm just never gonna use it for what it's meant for and just keep it as a decoration because it's too beautiful. Do you want to
Is
tell
that
me?
in focus?
No, it's not. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Look
Yay.
at that. Whoa, slow down.
Okay, so we went, a day that we were there, we went to the Aran Islands, which, I feel like most knitters know about Aran knitting, right? It's like a classic,
An Aran sweater.
knitting style. Yeah.
Non-knitter knows.
Yeah. So I guess it the legend about Aran knitting varies, right? But they would make these sweaters for fishermen who would go out and they didn't wash or treat the yarn before they knit them. So the sweaters essentially would be like waterproof and windproof. They were
Because of all the land.
yeah, they were incredible. And they would knit these patterns, with cables and
Hecka cables.
yeah, so many cables. And I've heard, it's unverified whether or not it's true. I guess I don't know if it's true or not. If anybody's an Aran expert, please let me know.
I really hope there's an Aran expert watching.
Oh, there is. Oh, watching? Oh, I hope so. Welcome aboard. The different families would have different patterns
Oh, I have
of
heard that.
cables, so that if the bodies went overboard in the ocean or whatever, they could identify them.
Sad but beautiful.
But I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, so we spent a day biking, or we took the ferry out to the Aran Islands. I can't remember, toward Inishmore.
and
I can't remember what this was called, but this is the backside of Inishmore. And they have this huge Aran sweater market, and you can go in and it's just like Aran knit overload. But a lot of the stuff in there, it's beautiful, and a lot of it is machine knit. So you have to go to a bunch of the smaller shops at the back of the island. at Angus something. I can't. I'm gonna have to look it up. I can't remember. There's like these old ruins that are right on the cliff, and it's amazing. I mean, it's just breathtaking. There are these amazing drop-off cliffs, and like, no offense, you just walk up and you're like, oh, don't fall. Yeah, it's incredible. But
It's not America.
Not America. It's not that litigious. So you go and there are all these little like sweater shops at the back with these, sweet little proprietors who are like at the counter knitting things.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
as you're shopping. And it's amazing. Now, the funny thing is there's actually no sheep on Inishmore. Yeah.
Wait a second.
I know. It's weird. You look over the whole island and it's like all these rock walls, but the only animals that they have are like donkeys and horses and cows and stuff. And I heard that it's like because sheep are too much of a pain in the ass or something. But I think it's hysterical.
They would probably fall off the cliff.
I mean, maybe. I think it's hysterical that they're known for their knitting and yet there's like no sheep there.
It's funny.
So it's super funny. But anyway, they obviously have a ton of yarn. They do all this knitting. It's incredible to see. It's so fun. And so I brought Kimberly
I love it. Thanks for it.
some Tweety. You're welcome.
I will knit it eventually. I mean, let's be real. But for a while, it's just going to get snuggled until I find just
It was really fun to pick out and to buy from the woman who ran the shop.
more than 100 grams for sure.
Oh, it's like 400 or 500 yards.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like substantial.
200 or 300 grams. Hey, Dan, want to weigh this ball for me?
Ready? Boom! Shot put.
You dropped it. You got it dirty. You ruined it. I want a new one.
You can go back and get it. I
He
can't
has
go
to
back.
go. He has to go.
So anyway, that's your yarn acquisition. Do you want to talk about your other one?
Yep.
202 grams.
202 grams.
202 grams. I mean, this is a lot of yarn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Might be a really cable-y hat, maybe.
Oh, maybe. That's really cable-y.
It's nice and wintry.
Honestly, I mean, the fact that everywhere you go in Ireland, they're like, here's some yarn. Here, how about some yarn here? Great. Do you want some yarn? And the answer
And
is
it's not
always,
like,
yes, of
This
course I
doesn't
do.
feel like, ugh, there's yarn everywhere. This is really lovely.
It's nice.
It doesn't have those sharpie, pokey, itchy feels.
No.
I love tweed.
There was a day that we went up to, I told Kimberly this, but there was a day we hiked up the cliffs of Sleeve League, and we were hiking around there, and we got up to the top where like the lookout point is, and there was a trailer, and it was like the gift shop or whatever, and a coffee cart, so you could get coffee and cabled hats and like a spool of yarn. Like, yes, I'm going to carry this 30-pound spool down the mountain.
I mean, it's too bad that we don't have some kind of really rich knitting culture here. We have the agriculture, but we don't have the place where like people go in America to get yarn.
Everywhere.
I mean, we have like Portland, where people get their indie dyed yarn. And I'm not saying there's no other indie dyed yarn, but there's not like I don't know. There's just no, like your friend, you knit in Ireland and she was like, what are you doing? And, I knit here and people are like, oh, I haven't seen anyone do that since my grandmother when I was a kid. And so there's just, and people think that there's no knitting and that it's so crazy when I knit in public and they think that I'm an outlier, but I'm not. There's a huge underground culture, but for some reason it's still underground and I don't understand.
Despite the millions of podcasts.
Yeah. That's
So
weird.
keep knitting, people. Keep knitting in
and just
public.
Be bold about it because people really like it. I can't even imagine anyone giving any kind of negative reaction.
No. What's negative to give?
Yeah, and like I don't.
you made that?
I also
That's
don't even like
friggin' amazing.
Yeah, I don't even like the like knitting in public phrase because, and I hate Worldwide Knit in Public Day because I do that every day. So I like basically refuse to knit in public on Worldwide Knit in Public Day.
I don't refuse.
I mean, I don't go to anywhere where people are doing it. I just do my normal thing. If I was gonna knit that day anyway, fine. But
Don't you think it's fun to like go meet other knitters though?
I didn't learn. I learned about it not that long ago, and I remember making kind of a big deal about it on Instagram or Facebook or something back when I lived in China. And I sat in an open place on purpose and put anywhere that I could, like on Ravelry, saying like Ravelry, Instagram, back when China allowed people to use Instagram and Facebook. Like, oh, I'm going to be in this spot. If anyone wants to meet up with me, come meet up, because there was no way to like really connect with people in that way, and no one came.
Oh.
And that was fine. I didn't really expect anyone to, but so I did it then because I knew I was in a weird place and I wanted any other expats who might be knitting to know that someone else was doing it. But here I'm just like, no, I don't really like.
Doesn't have
I like
to be a spectacle.
it doesn't have to be a spectacle, and it should be more normal. And if more people do it, like even just talking about it, it's like it's not like we need to do it in public and make it okay and take the shame out of it.
It's like breastfeeding.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
Breastfeed our babies and knit at the same time.
Yes, breastfeed in public. Make that okay. Make a big deal out of it. But knitting in public is not a big deal. It's just doing a thing.
It's like just a fun community
No,
thing.
and I get that. That's totally fine too. But for me, it's just one of my little things. It's like, no, it's just normal. I don't get it. I'm not gonna. But if more people just did it, and there's nothing to be shy about it. You don't need like camaraderie to knit in public.
Next time, I'm going to knit with giant needles. They're going to take up all the room.
Yeah. Maybe injure someone just to make sure everyone knows.
Everyone knows I'm knitting.
So I was leaving Oregon after the trip to the eclipse, and
Did you go to the eclipse?
I did mention that, didn't I?
You know you went to the eclipse.
Yeah, to it. You sassy.
Look at how. See, remember when this was full?
Yeah, and we had to take a long break. The battery died again. So we're leaving Oregon and driving along. My husband's driving the van, and we see this big sign that says "Alpaca Farm," and I was like, "Pull over!" And we saw the sign in enough time where we didn't have to turn around. We just like slammed on the brakes, turned right, and there it was. And a baby alpaca had been born at 10 o'clock that morning. It was still sticky. It was the cutest thing. It was a totally real alpaca. Like, it didn't look weird because it was a baby. Like, human babies look kind of weird. It just looked like an alpaca. It just showed up like that, just looking like an alpaca.
Woke up this way.
Yep. Hashtag woke up like this.
Oh yeah.
It was a little wet.
Like this.
It was a little wet. A little
fluffy,
weird.
A little curly.
And Mom was like a little bit, I mean, she for giving birth like 5 hours ago.
I wouldn't want to give birth to an alpaca.
She was doing real good.
Good job, Mom.
And they weren't even expecting that baby to be born that day. They were expecting another lady to give birth that day.
Another lady?
Lady alpaca.
Okay.
Another lady. She was sitting over there.
She was like, damn it.
Yeah. And she's like sitting on the ground. She just can't even move. And they're like, we really thought that one was going to be born way before this one. And there's like 2 or 3 still, I think, maybe that were still waiting to be born. And that one, any second. I think there was a decent chance that if we just hung around, she would have popped out a baby. And that would have been freaking magical. So they also had a little shop there. And the husband was around. And he opened up, like, if someone shows up, they just come out and say hi. And the dogs say hi. And he lets you take pictures. He loves,
Can I sniff it?
Yeah. So then he opened up the little shop and we went inside and they had all this yarn. I got 2 skeins of sport weight, which, you know what? This is a fingering.
It's pretty small for sport weight, yeah.
Yeah, it's called sport weight, but it's definitely fingering. Of pure Suri alpaca. So there's 2 kinds of alpaca. There's Suri and then the other one.
Your face.
A Wayaska or something, maybe?
I'm assuming that's
And one of them is the more dreadlocky kind where you can kind of picture an alpaca being like clumpy bits, and then there's the floofy bits. And I think
those are terms of art.
I think Suri is the floofy bits of alpaca. I don't remember. So a lot of the other kind, the dreadlocky kind, they mix with wool. Sheep wool, merino. So they had some other yarns that were mixed with merinos and silks and cashmeres and things. But I really wanted to get just pure to remember my little visit. And this one came from Dressy. I didn't meet Dressy that I know of. And this one came from Vixen. And the guy was so nice.
And homegrown is in quotes, which is my favorite.
I love it when people emphasize things with quotes. Yeah. Homegrown. But they actually made it. Because they were right from there. They had how many did he say? Do you remember how many he said he had? I think he said he had 50. Oh, do you remember how many alpacas were there? 80. Yeah, I think he had 60 or 70, but then 10 had been born in the last month or something.
I want 80 alpacas.
Then we were leaving, and there was a sign that said, male alpacas for pets or fiber, 2 for $1,000. And I was like, sold.
You're
And
like,
then I
damn,
bought
you
2
got a
alpacas.
drone, so I
So
get alpacas.
I bought 2 alpacas, and they're on our roof. No, I'm just kidding.
It'd be so awesome.
Okay, but for real, we stayed at this campground. They had this enormous pumpkin growing nearby. And I was like, whoa. And they're like, yeah, that's from 1,000-pound pumpkin seed. Like, you can just go to the store and buy seeds that are meant to grow 1,000-pound pumpkins.
That's a big pumpkin.
It was big. And they planted it late, so it's not going to make it to 1,000 pounds. So I have this really funny idea to get some 1,000-pound pumpkin seeds and stick them in the little mini gardens up on the roof.
So rude.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Until
That's
you
so
get like
funny.
a ticket for violating the terms.
Who's gonna know I did it? Oh shoot! I'm not gonna do that on mine. Somewhere in the city of San Francisco, I am planting some 1,000-pound
There will be some
pumpkins.
1,000-pound pumpkins.
So watch where you step in. Because I'm doing it. And then I was like, if I get away with that, I'm gonna get a goat, and I'm just gonna leave a goat up there.
Oh my gosh, I want to go.
I want to go.
I'm neighbors with like 25 goats. I really want to be their friend.
You should be their friend.
I always see them and I'm like, hey buddies. And they're like, what up?
You know, like, do you have food?
So somebody stole a couple of the baby goats.
I heard about
Yeah, and they put signs up all over the neighborhood and they're like, who stole our goats? And I'm like,
so
"Oh, I
mean.
wish I did."
That's low. That is
Low.
freaking low.
You know.
So that's all I have for acquisitions is this fuzzy, delicious stuff.
Well, I have, 5 more. They were bought in clumps, so.
Like that makes it better.
It does make it better. Ooh, my side is all up on his boob.
I don't think. I don't know. Maybe.
Sorry.
It's a cropped boxy. The boxy is a rather cropped sweater. I think I might make it a little longer next time if I were to do it. No, I need to make a worsted one. Have you watched the episode where the grocery girls freak out about how great the worsted boxy is? I'm drinking that Kool-Aid.
Do it. Yeah. All right. So when I was in Donegal, which P.S. if you look at it on a map and you're American, you're going to say, "Oh, Donegal."
I always say that because it's Donegal tweed.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, because
If you go there, they're like, "Oh, you're American." Yeah, it's true.
you
Sorry.
freaking muppet.
It's Donegal because when you look at it on the signs or like in the original Celtic, it's like 3 words. Donegal.
Oh.
Yeah, which helped me not say Donegal. It's Donegal. Anyway, we found this really cute little. I know these are just giant.
Can I hold your baby?
Yeah, these are giant yarn
Babies.
woolly babies. There was a little yarn shop called Wool and Things in the little downtown of of Donegal. It was adorable. And there's this man named
Oh, we're on video sound.
Son
now.
of a biscuit.
It's okay.
We can't get anything right.
It's okay. We just switch over to video sound. Hey, Dan, can you hear? I just want you to know. Hey, Dan. This died.
Yeah, I ran out of battery.
Yeah,
Well, you said 6 hours.
yeah, but
No, 6 hours of recording time.
that's what I.
Like on the SD card. Not 6 hours of battery.
Oh.
I did
It's
not
okay.
expect you to be recording this for 4 hours.
I mean, I didn't expect the camera to die 19 times. It's cruel. world.
Our external audio thing died.
Okay.
That's okay. It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
You'll
Maybe
just
we'll
have
just.
audio from the camera for the last.
Why don't we just use audio from the
It's
camera the
fine.
whole time so you don't have to edit anything?
Great.
Then next time.
Love it. One of these days, we're going to have a completely seamless technical episode, and you're going to be like, whoa.
You guys are gonna unsubscribe because it's just no fun.
Because there won't be any like comical breaks in
Yeah.
the middle. Okay, so I found this yarn shop called Wool and Things, and I think the owner's name was like Sean McGinty or something. I mean, it couldn't have been more Irish. He was so cute, and he wanted to sell me a kilo of yarn. He was like, "You get a rebate on your taxes because you're
Oh.
American, and you get this." And I'm like, "Where the hell am I going to put 8 skeins of yarn?" And he's like, "You just lay it flat." Anyway, these are the ones
Lay
I
it
bought.
flat. Did he see?
Like you unwind
Oh.
it and lay it flat. Okay, so these are the ones that I bought. So I
Stuff
bought
them in your bra.
this one, which, I mean, come on. This is Donegal wool, right? It's farmed there. They made it. It's amazing, whatever. This one, that's the one that Megan, my friend, picked out, and I'm going to make her some a cabled hat and some mittens with
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah. And then this is a Donegal tweed, and I just couldn't say no to mustard because come the heck on.
I love two things. I love orange and yellow tweeds when that's the base, and I love tweeds where the speckles are other colors.
Yeah.
Knit Picks used to have a tweed where the colors were. Oh wait, I have a sample of it. Oh my gosh! A long time ago, before Knit Picks was like, before I knew that it was crazy, and I don't think Knit Picks was like a. I don't know if it was. It's not as.
You used Knit Picks before it was cool.
I feel like I did a little bit, but not even like super early. Like other people knew about it back.
Look, this is what I'm making the socks out of right now, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And a knitting socks out of this.
Yeah, out of this.
Okay, they had this tweed, and I think it was called like Everyday Tweed or something. They had all these solid colors, and it's basically their crap. What is their like normal tweed now called?
Stroll.
I think it's basically Stroll. Feels slightly different, but it had multicolored tweed flecks in it, and they don't do that anymore.
So
They had I have gray that had multicolor flecks in it, and you can't get it anymore. I wish they would bring it back. I think it's so cool.
yeah, I love this. I mean, there's like purple in here. There's green.
Nups. They're nups, not flecks.
Nups.
Nups.
There's orange. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I feel like I just got way too passionate about that.
You have some
Like,
feelings.
I really have strong
About
feelings, and I've never
multicolored
let them out before. Knit Picks. I want the multicolored nups. Dad. No, it's
You
yours.
feel so passionate
No,
about it.
No, I feel passionate about it. No, I can't.
No, here.
No, I can't.
You know what? When I bought it,
No.
I was going to give it to you.
No, you are.
I was. And then I was like, well, I'll give her this one from the Aran Islands.
I
because
feel
maybe
like
that's more
emotional.
special. Here, this is my gift to you.
Whoa, thanks. What if I made you something with it?
Then that's fine. I want you to be excited about it. Then.
Wow, thanks.
You're welcome.
That's really nice. Thanks.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too, buddy. It's like an
Look
egg.
at all your tweeting. It is like an egg. Oh, look at that. That's like Tweety happiness right there.
So eggy.
Yeah. All right, here you go.
Here, I don't need to be stealing this.
Happy yarn to you.
Wow, that's so nice. This legit was not staged.
Mm-mm. That was an honest gifting.
Ow.
Okay, so I bought a couple more things in Ireland.
Carl, you got a problem.
I know.
Do you
Well,
like yarn?
Yeah. So, our timer's done.
Oh. Okay, pause.
Yep. The last day that I was in Ireland, I went to a little local yarn shop called Mrs. Knit, who I follow.
This is knit.
This is Knit. And I follow them on Instagram, and it's a cute little shop. And I wanted to find, because like this wool stuff is great, but like there's only, I can't take a ton of this home because it's like the size of a
Child.
watermelon. Yeah, can't fit too many of these in my bag.
Personal watermelon.
Personal watermelon.
Those little ones. I don't share those.
Oh, it's like
It's
yeah.
a personal
So,
watermelon.
I wanted to just find something local and cool that I could like turn into a souvenir,
Mhm.
So what I ended up getting was, oddly, Debbie Bliss. Like they had a shit ton of Debbie Bliss at that shop, like all different kinds of Debbie Bliss. Apparently Debbie Bliss is where it's at.
Okay, I'm actually looking this up while you keep talking.
Okay,
I see if she's from there.
in Ireland. I don't know.
She's from there.
But it's like there was a lot of it. And I mean, it's all made in Ireland.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it says
Oh.
made in Ireland right there. Distributed in the UK.
Oh.
So I don't know if I don't know. Good old Debbie.
Is she a real person?
I don't know. Is she? You're
Working on it.
gonna find out. Anyway, so I had two goals. I wanted to get something that was kind of local, right? Or relatively local, something I couldn't get in the United States. And
She's a knitwear designer. We knew this. She's
Yeah.
a real person.
Okay, good job, Debbie.
Sorry.
You're the bomb.com. I also wanted to get
bomb as
soup. You are bomb as soup, Debbie.
She lives in East London with her husband Barry,
Oh,
a filmmaker, Monty the Beagle, and Sniffy the Jack Russell.
That's adorable.
Okay, you legit,
Okay,
girl. It's
so-
okay to buy Debbie Bliss in Ireland. That's fine.
Thank you. So I wanted to get something that was local and skunky. It
But
smells
legit
skunky
skunk,
right
not
now.
marijuana.
Yeah, no,
Shockingly.
that's a skunk. Also was kind of like reminded me of the colors of Ireland because that country is nothing if not like vivid in color. I mean, it is so freaking beautiful.
beautiful. It's like all different shades. There was a ton of green, obviously green everywhere, right? It's the emerald aisle. Purples everywhere because of all the heather that grows on the hills. And there's all these yellow flowers that grow up in the, I mean, it's ridiculous. So I went with these two skeins of Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal. Well, that's what it says on the thing. Fine Donegal. Donegal. They're 100 grams each. They are 415 yards a piece. So they're, yeah, pretty significant. And I'm going to find one of those like really cute kind of 2 skein shawls,
nice.
you know, and knit a little.
It's kind of sport-ish weight.
Yeah. It's a little bit thinner than that maybe. But
Yeah. It's definitely not fingering, but not quite.
no, it's not quite fingering. It's not quite,
I wonder what it's listed at on Ravelry.
I don't know, but it's merino wool and cashmere.
Oh,
So-
that's what. Oh, wait a second. I've seen this at Imagine It.
Shh. No, you haven't. It's from Ireland.
Yeah, but it's distributed by all
Zip
over
it.
the place.
Don't ruin my souvenir. I was really happy with it. I'm happy. Anyway,
It's beautiful.
either
I've
way,
touched
I am
this.
really happy.
If it's the same, I don't actually remember. I feel like I remember balls being bigger, so it might be a different brand. But it's so soft.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I'm excited. And I loved the shop. I loved being in the, obviously I had a thing with purple on the strip. If you look at all of my purple yarn, I have a problem. Look at that. That's really pretty. I mean, come on. That's awesome. So, yeah, I bought that. Oh, the other thing I bought, I drank the Kool-Aid. I can buy this anywhere in America.
It's listed as an Aran. No, it doesn't say Aran on the label, right? No, never mind.
No, it's not an Aaron Tweed. It's not
No.
Aaron Tweed. It's Fine Donegal. Yeah.
Fine, Donegal. Fingering. It's listed as fingering.
All right. It's fine for sure.
I think you could use it as a
Okay.
sport because I think it's going to bloom a bit.
But I bought this. I can't get it to focus. Don't look at my face. Don't look at my face.
There it goes. It's kind of focusing.
There. This is like the I Heart. I can't. It's not focusing.
Put it back on and then wear it and then show your wrist.
There. It's the. Just have to look at my ugly hands. There. It's the wrist ruler thing from
And
I
I
Heart.
showing your wrists is sexy.
Oh, right. We read a really classy article today on how to be sexy.
Something
It was
about
the
showing
worst.
your wrists.
Your wrist
Pheromones.
pheromones.
Blast out of your wrist like
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Anyway, I have wanted one of these leather, ruler bracelet things, and I finally just bought one. It was fun.
It's cool.
Yeah, I was really happy with it.
It's more fun than just like buying it on the internet.
Kind of.
Like if you were kind of struggling with whether you should buy one, just get a souvenir.
Yeah, right? Like, you're already spending money that's above and beyond what you would normally spend. So why not that's why I bought a sweater from Iceland.
Without buying it.
Move your face.
Sorry.
There. See? So super cute. So I bought the dark leather one. I love it. Yep. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys, while we were recording this, we've gotten 3 more subscribers.
Hey-o! Boom. It's because they know.
Thanks, 3 more
It's because they
subscribers.
posted a really great photo of us.
They were like, oh shoot, it's coming out. We need to
Yeah,
know.
they're like, we need to get
I'm not
it.
making fun if you really felt that way. I'm really
No,
thankful.
I want you
I'm not
to.
making fun.
Yeah.
So I think I'm 90% sure we started off with 271. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, 271.
It's 274 now.
Dude, we're so awesome.
No, you guys are awesome.
You guys are
You're
so
the real
awesome.
MVPs. You guys
You're
dope
the
as
real
soup.
MVP.
They're dope as
I love
soup.
this photo though.
It's really beautiful.
I know, we're awesome. Okay, so I bought one more thing in Ireland, one more yarn acquisition, which I
Out
know
of
is hard to
control.
believe. I know, but this is going to lead us into our final thing, which is that we want to do.
We'll show it. I think they'll figure it out. Guys, we're doing our first knit along. Dig them out. Get them out of your stash. Stop hoarding them. Time for a
It's
sock
time
blank.
for a knit along. I'm in a singing mood tonight. I'm sorry. It might be. This is. I've never bought a sock blank before. I kind of had to like YouTube what to do with them. Don't tell. But I'm fascinated by them, and I'm ready to take the plunge. So I bought this one. This is. Do I have a tab over here? I do. This is Townhouse Yarns. Please focus. Is it focused?
Yep.
I don't know. There. This is hand dyed in Ireland by Jenny. That's what it says on the back. Oh, Townhouse yarns from This Is Knit. So this is like local to the shop that I was at, which is
That's
awesome.
cool.
Which is definitely encouraged me to buy it.
Yeah.
But I've just never done one, and it looked really fun, and it's full of green, which is, again, about my Irish trip, right? Purple and green. So we're gonna do a sock blank knit along.
Sock blank knit along.
We're
I
gonna
have one
start
over
a
there.
thread.
Hey, but I want to tell you something. This is a sock blank that I dyed this color.
What?
Because Knit Pick sells the blank ones.
Yeah.
And so I got 2 of them, and my husband and I both dyed at the same time. And I knit socks for myself out of the ones he dyed, and the one he dyed, and then
You guys are so cool. I just love the shit.
he
out
doesn't
of
know
you.
what we're talking
I
about.
know, but I think you're great.
I'm talking about how we dyed sock blanks.
That was fun.
Yeah. And then I dyed this one,
That's so cool.
and then I never used it. And then I was like, oh, I'll put it in here to keep it forever.
Well, I've never used one, and I'm excited. So do you have a sock blank that
Yep.
you're going to knit for
I've been
everyone?
hoarding this one, so it's time to just cast it on. Whoop.
Oh my gosh.
I
What is
have
it?
an Andre Sue Knits one
What? My
From-
face. Here, let me put it in the middle.
from a while ago. As soon as I saw her post this one, I was like, next time she says these are in the shop, I'm stalking.
It's
Yeah. I'm stalking that update, and I'm getting one, and I did, and it was so, oh my god, what a rush.
gosh. You're so funny. 438 grams. 75, 25 stenina. Oh, it's so
Look at
pretty.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it just, she's amazing.
She's
And I know,
amazing.
she started it, and so there's a lot of, and I don't, they're not copycats, because, anyone, fine, do what you want. But she's like the OG, hand gorgeously, ridiculously, realistically painted sock blank. So
I mean, I'm a
thanks for
sock
paving
blank
the way.
novice, and I know about her sock blanks, which should tell you something.
She's just so cool. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of other really great ones coming out, and that's fine. That's okay. But
So we wanna do a knit along. If you got, I'm already unraveling mine. If you want to do, if you have a sock blank, if you've always wondered about doing a sock blank and you've never done one, let's do one.
yep.
Join us. So we're gonna put a thread in our Ravelry. You're gonna do that because I don't know how to use it. And pick up a sock blank or find one in your stash.
Yep.
And let's do this. I'm gonna
Or go
run mine
dye
on my
one.
head. Or go dye one. I've worn all the things on my head tonight so far. So we're gonna do it.
Even Andre Sue herself, after she's painted a couple, there was a few that she really loved, and she sewed around them or picked up stitches or something and made like pillows out of the ones that she was really proud of.
Oh my gosh.
I am going to for sure. This is 100 grams, so it's more than enough for a normal pair of socks for me. But I'm not going to make super long socks anyway to make sure I have plenty left. And I'm going to put a little bit of it in an embroidery hoop and hang it on my wall.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because this is art. This is not just
I
yarn.
know, this is so gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, look
I
at
mean,
that
and she's
purple.
even,
Look at that purple.
she
and
does
that
way
blue.
more complicated
That's
sock blanks than this. But
amazing.
this is my absolute favorite.
This is so pretty. Yeah, good job.
It's just so cool.
Beautiful. So if you want to join our knit along, please do. Maybe let's cast on you'll be gone. You can still cast on.
I think this might be my plane. I'll
Okay.
cast on the plane. I'm going to leave it totally fresh, and that's going to be my China cast on.
Okay, I love it. So
Yeah.
we'll cast it on in the next week or so, or
Go just right now. Cast on right now.
just go
today.
Stop what you're doing.
Cast on.
Go find your sock blank and cast on.
Pause this. Take a picture of you pausing it at this moment, or else you're disqualified. Obviously, just kidding.
No, but yeah, go check out our Ravelry group and we'll post a thread and we'll start our first knit along and it'll be really fun.
Oh my gosh! If somebody actually pauses it and takes a picture that they paused on,
Dude, you
cast
win
on
the
right now,
prize.
you get something.
You get a handwritten card from us. Do you want to know what's really funny today? Our boss wrote me a thank you card, but he did it in front of me while we were hanging out. And I was like, what are you doing? That's a really long card you're writing. Wow.
He's like, guys, I have to go write a card. So I thought he was going to leave the room forever.
I did
He
too.
went to get the card, and then he came back and was like chatting with us, and
Writing
we're talking like work stuff and personal stuff, and he's writing a card, and we're like, wow.
Yeah,
and
he's like, I've never seen you write a card that long. And
whoever this person is really special.
And then he finished and he was like, here you go.
It was really awesome.
It was awesome. It was a nice card too.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, sock blank, knit along. Check it out on Ravelry. Cannot wait to see what you guys have.
Yeah.
If you have fun sock blanks or what you're looking forward to casting on, and we'll go from there.
And if you've been like hoarding it for some reason, like explain it. I've been hoarding this because it's too beautiful, and I've been like waiting for the right time to cast it on
I've been scared.
because you didn't know what it was.
Yeah. I didn't know what to do with it.
So what's your reason for waiting? Do you even have one? Do you want one?
Well,
Have you done it and you hate it? Because these come out really kinky. It makes kinky socks.
I've always wanted kinky socks.
Rule number 42 for being sexy, wear kinky socks. Wear kinky socks. Oh my gosh. We're going to open another thread of like parodied ways to be sexy as a knitter. Wear kinky socks. Leave us your tips for how to be sexy.
How to be sexy with yarn.
Wear kinky socks.
I think that just about does it for us.
Knit with nude yarns. Those are two. Don't you dare steal mine.
Is this, I don't know if green counts as nude. Is this my color?
Nude. Nude is like Crayola flesh color.
I know what nude is.
I was so
Who worked
convinced.
at a major cosmetics retailer
I was
out of this relationship.
I was so convinced that I could go back to my childhood stash of Crayolas and find at least 2 flesh crayons, and I didn't. I couldn't find them. This was like a lot of years ago.
What
that I
color
checked.
flesh were you looking for?
No, it was called Flesh.
Oh.
You don't remember this?
No.
It was my color, and it was called Flesh. I don't think I'm making that up. You know all these like things about things people think they know that aren't true? Like,
Oh, it's the Mandela effect
yeah,
or whatever.
the Shazam movie, which was real. It's real.
Yeah, Shazam was a real movie, but it stars Shaquille O'Neal, not Sinbad.
No, there was a Sinbad one. I've
No,
watched
there
it.
wasn't.
I've seen it.
No.
I've seen it.
It's no. Mm-mm. I just read something about this yesterday. He had like a character on some variety
Did you ever
show.
have Jiffy peanut butter when you were a kid?
No, because there's only Jif and Skippy.
How do you spell Berenstein Bears?
Oh my gosh, with an A.
No, it's Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, it's Berenstain.
Oh, Berenstein Bears. Yeah.
With an A.
What it's Anyways,
know,
I
I'm
watched
sorry
the
to blow
movie.
your mind.
Movie's real. And so maybe one of those things is, what was I talking about?
Flesh.
Flesh crayons. Maybe there weren't flesh crayons, but no one told me this. Like, I didn't talk to someone and they put it in my mind. Totally thought of it by myself. So I know
it's like apricot color
no, that's
for
different.
me,
Yeah, that was
not
different
for
from flesh.
other people. That's weird.
I
I remember when
apricot.
they came out with like the diversity pack. Right? Do you remember that?
It's like flesh,
have, like,
other people's flesh, and
That's so fucked up.
yeah, I know there was a flesh crayon. I really want to see one,
I am sorry.
and I didn't know that was a problem because I was really little, and I didn't know people who didn't have flesh that color.
And now it's 2017.
And thank goodness we don't have flesh crayons. What if? I'm not. I'm gonna
let's
say.
just stop. Nope. Thank you for joining us on this podcast.
What about our hard-hitting politics?
Jeez, that's for the next episode when we
What
have
if Trump makes there be a flesh crayon? Okay, bye.